It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this. Those words came from Tyler James Robinson, a 22-year-old accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Another message, this time on a note hidden under a keyboard. I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it. A confession in writing, a confession online, and then the chilling claim that he was sent. Who was he talking about? Was it an instigator whispering in the shadows? An ideological mentor? Or nothing more than his own conviction disguised as someone else's order? Did the evidence, the note, the texts, the Discord messages, the DNA, the rooftop surveillance point to a lone gunman or to a hidden network behind him? And how will the justice system treat a man who not only admits the crime but insists he carried out someone else's mission? If you want the truth behind political violence, hit like, subscribe, and comment where you're watching from, because understanding isn't easy, but burying the truth is worse. And if you believe someone must be held fully accountable, not just the shooter, but anyone who may have influenced him, subscribe now. Don't let silence be your complicity. September 10th, 2025, Utah Valley University, Orem, Utah, the first stop of Charlie Kirk's American Comeback Tour. The fountain courtyard was packed. Nearly 3,000 people gathered to listen, debate, and watch. At 12:23 p.m., the sound of a single gunshot shattered the crowd. From a rooftop above, a bullet struck Kirk in the neck. Chaos followed. Attendees screamed, scattered, and ran for cover. First responders rushed in. The courtyard emptied into panic, while law enforcement moved quickly to secure the scene. What began as a rally ended in shock, blood, and disbelief. Within minutes, survivors, media crews, and investigators turned UVU into the epicenter of a national crisis. But even in those first hours, investigators already had clues. Surveillance cameras captured a man moving onto campus early that morning. He changed clothes, moved deliberately, then climbed a stairwell to reach the rooftop. Authorities issued urgent alerts. Still frames and short clips of the suspect were pushed to the public. For 33 tense hours, a manhunt gripped the region. The break came when family members recognized him from the released images. Tyler James Robinson was found at his parents' home. His arrest was quiet, cooperative, almost gentle. And then came the confession. Robinson, 22 years old, not a UVU student from Washington County, Utah. His words surfaced in fragments. Text to a roommate, "I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out." A note hidden under a keyboard, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." A Discord post. "Hey guys, it was me at UVU." Layer by layer, his identity was revealed, not only by investigators, but by his own words. That contradiction defined him. A young man described as peaceful, yet one who planned a shooting. Someone raised in a conservative household, yet moving sharply away from it. Someone who wrote notes and sent messages foreshadowing his act, yet gave little outward sign until the day of the shooting. Psychological and social factors came into sharper focus. His words revealed agitation, frustration, and deep resentment toward Charlie Kirk's rhetoric. Investigators noted his reliance on online spaces like Discord, where he confessed and left digital traces of his mindset. They also weighed the influence of his closest relationships, especially his partner, as elements that could have shaped his worldview or magnified his inner conflict. Tyler Robinson's life seemed ordinary, but the contradictions between who he appeared to be and what he is accused of doing left a haunting question. How does someone so quiet reach the point of pulling a trigger on a national stage? One of the most crucial figures in the case was not an investigator, but someone inside Tyler Robinson's own home. His roommate, his partner, became the first to receive his confessions. The texts were direct, emotional, unsettling. They pointed to the note hidden beneath his keyboard, and when that note was found, the roommate turned it over to prosecutors. The family played their own role. It was Tyler's father who looked at the Images released by police and recognized his son. A retired detective, a family friend, stepped in to guide the surrender. The arrest was calm because those closest to him chose to cooperate. For the insiders, the choices were agonizing. The roommate carried both loyalty and love, but also a moral duty. To conceal the note would mean silence in the face of violence. To reveal it meant betraying someone they cared for. The family, too, faced the impossible: to protect their son, or to face the gravity of what he had done. In the end, they chose the latter, but their decisions sparked debate far beyond one household. Should those closest to a suspect be expected to come forward, even when it means handing over the person they love? Where's the line between private loyalty and public safety? And in a case like this, do insiders shape justice itself by what they choose to share or by what they choose to withhold? Why did Tyler Robinson pull the trigger? Prosecutors argue ideology drove him. His messages were filled with frustration at Charlie Kirk's rhetoric. Words he claimed spread hate. To Robinson, some hate could not be reasoned with, only confronted. But the motives run deeper. Personal resentments weighed on him. Tension with his conservative family. Conflicts around identity, loyalty, and belonging. His partner and politics pushed him in one direction. His upbringing pulled him in another.
Psychological strain hovered over everything. Radicalization, online debates, late-night messages. Perhaps ideology. Perhaps mental health. Or perhaps both. And still, one of the most haunting details remains uncertain. Robinson claimed he was sent. But by whom? There is no evidence yet of a mentor, an organization, or a handler. Was he sent by another person, or was the sending only metaphor, a way to frame his own choice's destiny? We don't know when his shift hardened. Was it gradual, years in the making? Or sudden, a collapse under stress? Investigators have not confirmed mental health diagnoses. Nor have they established whether outside actors, beyond his roommate and family, influenced his path. The questions remain. If a man insists he was sent, does that change his responsibility? When do personal beliefs cross the line into violence, and can communities or platforms that fuel outrage share the blame? If someone believes they're acting for a higher cause, does that belief alter what justice? The story of Tyler Robinson exploded into national headlines. News outlets framed it as political violence and attempted assassination. In the days that followed, coverage shifted to the details: the Discord confession, the text messages, the note beneath the keyboard. Forensic links and ideological motives filled the broadcasts. And alongside the facts came another debate: whether this case could end with the death penalty. On social media, reactions fractured. Conservative communities and Kirk supporters expressed grief, anger, and outrage. Others raised alarms about the dangers of rhetoric itself, and how quickly words can escalate into violence. And yet, there were voices of doubt, some skeptical about the authenticity of the messages, even suggesting tampering or scripting. The case became more than one man and one gunshot. It became a mirror of broader divides. Political polarization reaching extremes. Digital platforms serving as stages for both radicalization and confession. Questions about gun access, as the rifle used was a family gift. And fierce debate about the justice system, whether death is the proper sentence, or whether motive and mental state demand a different measure. Tyler Robinson's act was not just a crime. It became a test of how America sees ideology, accountability, and justice in a fractured age. Tyler James Robinson, 22 years old. Charged with the killing of Charlie Kirk on September 10, 2025. The evidence is heavy: confessions in texts and on Discord. A handwritten note declaring intent. DNA on the rifle. Surveillance placing him on the rooftop. And the insiders, his partner, his parents, whose cooperation gave investigators the final pieces. And yet, the most haunting questions remain. Who, if anyone, sent him? What truly drove him: ideology, identity, or despair? Was this the act of one man, or the echo of something larger? In a society where words spread like wildfire, where ideology shouts from every platform, and where private rage can erupt into public violence, how do we know when someone is acting alone, and when they are being sent? Do we even have the systems to detect the signs before tragedy strikes again? If you believe turning a blind eye to political violence now will cost lives later, share this video. Demand we look beyond just the shooter, into those who influence, push, or send. And tell us, what do you believe? Was Tyler Robinson sent by an idea, by a person, or was this violence self-sown? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, share. Because truth deserves more than silence. The legal process has begun, but the case is far from over. New evidence, and testimony yet to come, may still reveal who sent him. We think we know many things. But until a verdict is reached, the shadows remain. Stay tuned. Because when someone confesses, and names their sender, the entire story changes.